This video I will explain you how to print this particular reverse triangle star pattern. So basically I am using Java language. I have created one class pattern program, and inside this class we have one main method. So inside this main method I have taken first three variables. Those are like row is equal to 4, because if you see the pattern is for 4 lines, so we have taken row is equal to 4. Integer stars is equal to 7. Why 7? Because if you see on the first row there are total 7 stars. That's why I have taken star is equal to 7 and space is equal to 0. So initially there is no space inside the first row, but on the second row if you see there is one space. On the third row there are two spaces, and on the fourth row we have three spaces. So this is how the space will increase by 1 and stars will decrease by 2. If you see in this line we have 5 stars, then 3, then 1, so stars are getting reduced by 2. That's why I have taken star is equal to star minus 2 and space plus plus, because we want to increase the space by 1 for each row down there, and we have to reduce the count of stars by 2. Okay, so that I will explain once again after the explanation of the for loop. So let's understand this for loop first. So here int I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to row I plus plus. Here the row value is 4. So the loop will execute for the 4 times, 4 iterations. Then inside the for loop we have another two for loops. So first for loop is to print the space. So why I have taken the first for loop to print the space? Because if you see, we are firstly printing spaces in the second row, third row, fourth row, but on the first row we don't have space, but we have to keep the for loop for the space first, and then we have to keep a for loop for the stars. Okay, so for the first iteration we have integer k is equal to 0, k less than space k plus plus. So initially space is 0, so it will not print anything. Then for second for loop we have integer j is equal to 0, j less than star, j plus plus. Here the value of star is 7. So this for loop will execute 7 times and it will print the 7 stars in the same line, because we are not using ln here, only print we have there. So after this for loop we have system.out.println, which will change the row from 1 to 2, which will change the line basically. And we have code star is equal to star minus 2, because we want to print next 5 stars, and we want space to be 1. So in the second row we want space to be 1 and stars to be 5. That's why we have taken star is equal to star minus 2 and space plus plus. So for the second iteration what will happen, it will print one space, because now space value is 1, and it will print 5 stars like this in the same line. And then it will change the row like again. For the third iteration it will print two spaces, and it will print 3 stars. And again for the fourth iteration it will print 3 spaces and only 1 star. So like this it will execute. So let's execute the code and see how it works now. Let's see whether a code works or not. Yes, we are getting the exact same reverse triangle that we wanted. So this is how we can print the triangles, reverse triangles using Java language. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.